What is income tax? At ano naman ang tax returns? Find out on this episode of TakaTAX! Hi guys! Josh here. Welcome to another episode of TakaTAX. So ano nga ba ang income tax? According to the BIR, income tax is a tax on a person's income, emoluments, profits arising from property, the practice of a profession, the conduct of a trade or business, or the pertinent items of gross income. Ano naman ang tax returns? By the name itself, tax returns ay yung binabalik na excess tax na binayaran during the year. As mentioned in the previous episodes, we file and pay our income tax annually. And just like our income tax, we also file our tax returns annually. Ngayon naman, what kinds of income are subject to income tax? There are three categories of income that are subject to tax. First one is the compensation income. Ito yung mga sweldo, commissions, taxable bonuses, or anything na between an employee and employer. Next one is business income. Ito yung anything na kinikita from your online business, professional fees, and others. And lastly, we have passive income na galing sa mga stocks, prizes, and dividends. I mentioned earlier the income tax returns or ITR. Sino nga ba ang required to file for ITR? If you receive compensation from a job, then you are required to file for ITR. If you are a citizen of the Philippines and receiving income in or out of the country, kailangan mong magbayad at mag-file ng taxes. If you are an employee of a corporation, usually sila na ang magfa-file ng taxes mo. But if you are a freelancer or a business owner, you have to file your taxes yourself. If you are a Filipino citizen receiving income inside or outside the Philippines and you belong in any of these categories, you need to file for ITR. Paano naman kung Filipino citizen ka pero sa ibang bansa ka nakatira or OFW ka? Kailangan mo bang mag-file ng ITR? Yes! But the income you earn abroad is not taxable in the Philippines. How about if hindi ka Filipino citizen pero you earn money while living in the Philippines? Do you need to file taxes? Again, yes. Basically, if you receive income from your business or trading or partnership within the Philippines, you have to file for taxes. On the other hand, you are not required to file for income tax return if you are any of the following. And finally, you are exempt from filing income tax returns if you are any of the following. And remember, kapag hindi ka nakapagbayad or nakapag-file ng income tax return, you may be charged with tax evasion. The tax form that you need to file are discussed in detail in the first episode of the series. As mentioned in the earlier part of this episode, if you are a full-time employee, your company will file for your ITR. Pero paano naman kung may online business ka or other sources of income aside from your salary? If you have an online business aside from being a full-time employee, this means you are a mixed income individual. So for this, you file Form 1701 and Form 2316. Form 2316 is the form that is given by your employer as a proof that they paid your income taxes on your behalf. So you file Form 2316 and 1701 together. And kung may client ka na withholding tax agent, it means you have a Form 23072. So you have to file those together. For a more detailed video about tax forms, watch our episode about it. Okay, time to file your income tax. Pwede mo siyang i-file manually through EFPS or through EBIR. If you are earning as an employee, kailangan mong mag-fill out ng 3 copies of BIR Form 1700, a copy of your Form 2316, a waiver of the spouse's right to claim additional exemption, duly approved tax debit memo, and proof of foreign tax credits to be able to file taxes manually. Kung self-employed ka naman or mixed income, you need 3 copies of Form 1701, a copy of your Form 2316, tax debit memo, proof of prior year's excess tax credits, and BIR Form 2304. If you own a large corporation or a private company, or you belong in any of these specifications, you are required by the BIR to use the EFPS or Electronic Filing and Payment System. The EFPS requires you to enroll through the BIR e-Lounge and requires you to maintain an online banking facility integrated with the EFPS. Pero kung hindi ka naman required mag-file through EFPS kasi hindi ka naman may-ari ng isang malaking korporasyon, pwede ka pa rin mag-file electronically through eBIR. For more details on how to file through eBIR, watch episode 11. Here are a few reminders when filing your income tax. The deadline for filing is every April 15. But if it falls on a weekend, it may be moved to April 16 or the next available business day. For other tax forms that are required to be attached to your income tax returns, iba-iba sila ng deadline, which you can also check on episode 10. And always double-check, triple-check the information on your tax forms. The information should be correct and the same across all your forms. And that's about it for the annual income tax. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This has been Josh and this is TakaTAX, kaalaman at usaping tax para sa online sellers. See you next time!